Here we have someone else who believes Conquest can beat the Saiyans. Now this comment is from a video I made where I stitched someone who said Conquest beats most of the Saiyans. And we're going over all of them because this is just too funny. Now for some context before we get started, I showed 3 clips. I showed King Vegeta waving his hand and blowing up 3 planets, which is filler, but still. And then I showed Piccolo at the beginning of Z after the Raditz fight, where he blew up the moon, training Gohan. And then I showed when Master Roshi blew up the moon in OG Dragon Ball. Remember those time frames. OG Dragon Ball and beginning of Z. Now let's start off with this comment though. Love how you showed one of the most powerful Saiyans detonating explosives that were on the planet, not raw energy. This has to be Giga Extra Disingenuous. Detonating explosives? Is this secretly Mr. Satan? They're using mirrors and explosives. It's all fake and not real. Now to be fair, I'll accept any comment saying, oh, the King Vegeta thing was filler. I'll accept that. But detonating explosives? What? And to be Giga Extra Disingenuous. Giga Extra? Do you just want to throw a few more words in there as well? Now let's move on from that one because the whole detonating explosives thing, that's just too funny. Now this one, this is just, Piccolo is probably also stronger than Featless Saiyans. Piccolo. Right after the fight with the Raditz. Not the Piccolo who fought Frieza, not the Piccolo who fought Nappa, the Piccolo who just fought Raditz. In the beginning of Z, when he started training Gohan. That Piccolo, stronger than Featless Saiyans. We're gonna circle back to this one, but let's go to the next comment. And this one is even worse because they say, someone you have no idea is weaker than those Saiyans. OG Dragon Ball Master Roshi. You're telling me you think OG Dragon Ball Master Roshi with a power level of under 200 was stronger than the Saiyans? And then they go on to say the moon in Dragon Ball is hilariously small. Okay, now let's do a quick rundown. First, they said how the Saiyans used explosives to blow up planets. Then they said how Piccolo in the beginning of Z was stronger than the Saiyans. Now, are you talking average Saiyan or weakest Saiyan? Because one of the weakest Saiyans, Raditz, is far stronger than that Piccolo, but I digress. They say Master Roshi in OG Dragon Ball, stronger than What? But let's just move on to the last ones now. And since we want to be disingenuous as hell, I'm using Universal Conquest. Gargle my nuts. Cool, buddy, you sure got me right there. But let's move on to something I actually responded to in the comments. Here I say that Piccolo is several times weaker than any Featless Saiyan, but cool, I guess. You have 0 evidence to back that up other than maybe power levels, but they can easily be argued against LMAO. Then the last thing I said, Raditz, who was a low-class Saiyan, was over 3 times stronger than that version of Piccolo, but cool. So yeah, I don't know if they've commented anything else, but I don't really care at this point. Let me know your thoughts and comments.